In this video we're going to be checking out the top 5 best GPS watches for hiking in this year. I made this list based on products' features, online popularity, consumers' reviews, brand reputation, prices and more. I've included options for every type of consumer. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description down below. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Number 1. Suunto Ambit 3 Peak Hour. Garmin isn't the main maker that is skilled with regards to GPS innovation. Suunto additionally knows some things. Their Ambit 3 Peak GPS unit gives steady and precise GPS information, while likewise giving you additional functionalities. You pick how long the battery life endures. For 5-second GPS precision, refreshing at regular intervals, expect as long as 30 hours. Nonetheless, bring that down to 1 moment and you can expect as long as 200 hours. The Ambit 3 highlights a compass, gauge, altimeter and a GPS. With this, it can give precise and reliable route consistently. No compelling reason to stress over getting lost with this lashed on your wrist. With the Moves Count preparing programs on the watch, you can find new courses and warmth maps. Uncovered measurements, for example, speed, movement, and separation, are additionally followed in the event that you want to go for it on. The dependence on Moves Count might be fortunate or unfortunate, contingent upon your point of view. On occasion the product can be carriage and temperamental. Yet, even without Moves Count, you can in any case rely upon phenomenal route. To completely use this watch, you can remotely associate it to a viable cell phone to get to the Suunto Moves Count app. Here, you can change your watch in a hurry and enhance the experience. You have 3 decisions to choose from: dark, sapphire, and sapphire blue. What's more, you can select to buy this with or without a pulse screen. Number 2. Garmin Fenix 5X. Didn't take excessively ache for Garmin to show up, and their Fenix 5X is another motivation behind why they are the go-to for GPS gadgets. While the presentation isn't without its defects, all that else is probably comparable to, you could inquire. By and large, the battery life is exceptionally great. Anticipate that it should last you through various climbs and runs without requiring a charge, contingent upon the length of your outings. Garmin includes all their best preparing information with a performance gadget that shows your present preparing status. You can follow your rhythm, step length, performance condition, and the lactate edge. Also, the Fenix 5X incorporates full shading, topo US planning and full route highlights. With the expansion of GLONASS, the GPS will have more satellites to bolt onto, leaving less slack time for you. Additionally, it will secure with more noteworthy productivity in hefty tree spread. To utilize this as a shrewd gadget, you can associate with your cell phone through Bluetooth. Through this watch can show you your cell phone's notices, approaching calls, messages, and messages. Indeed, even the pickiest of people ought to have the option to discover a shading decision for them. A few choices incorporate a record dim base with a yellow band, straight dark, silver base, and turquoise band, and champagne base and dim band. Everything is almost amazing here, yet it merits tending to that the presentation's difference is beneath normal in brilliant lighting, making it hard to find in daylight. Notwithstanding, this is one little problem on the generally faultless Fenix 5X. Number 3. Suunto Core Outdoor. On the off chance that you are searching for an extraordinary outside watch that just furnishes you with the apparatuses that you have to investigate the mountains without interruptions, this is an incredible alternative for you. A few people might be frustrated by the absence of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, however others will consider it to be a superior method to appreciate nature. This watch utilizes a lithium metal battery that should last around 12 years and a half, contingent upon use. Unfortunately, it isn't battery powered, however supplanting it once a year doesn't seem like such a terrible arrangement. After you've been alarmed of the low battery cautioning, you have around 36 hours to transform it out before the watch kicks the bucket. This watch is loaded with highlights and nothing superfluous that will divert you from your open-air experiences. It includes an inherent gauge and storm alarm innovation which will furnish you with information about moving toward storms. The alarm is initiated by the changing of the gaseous tension inside 3 hours. There is additionally an implicit altimeter that can assist you with following your rising and plummet to remain on target. A couple of different highlights that this watch has is the capacity to show the time in 12 or 24 hours, anticipated dawn-dusk times, a profundity meter up to 30 feet, temperature readings, a stopwatch capacity, and water opposition up to 100 feet. Regardless of whether you consider it to be a decent or a terrible thing, this watch doesn't include Wi-Fi nor Bluetooth. This implies that you won't have the option to perceive any messages or missed calls from this watch, yet there are a lot of other specialized highlights that will keep you protected and informed outside. As sold, the watch is dark on dark. There are various groups accessible for buy to change the style and in general look of the watch. It has been concurred that the military style of the watch is relaxed and fits a great many people's style. Number 4. Suunto Traverse. This far down on the rundown, the Traverse from Suunto doesn't really bring anything new to the table, however it figures out how to remain applicable gratitude to its quality. Notwithstanding, know about the publicized battery life, as it is more limited than you might suspect. Suunto asserts as long as 100 hours in battery life, and keeping in mind that they are actually not off base because of the manner in which they word it, expect around 10 hours of battery life when utilizing the GPS mode. With the help of the two GPS and GLONASS satellite route frameworks, you can investigate new landscapes at the look of your wrist. The joining of GLONASS innovation upgrades course and route capacities. Utilizing the breadcrumb trail, you can helpfully follow your means to your underlying area. You can likewise follow your advancement with elevation and separation insights. Moreover, the barometric pattern will help predict climate changes and give storm alarms. Legitimately from your Bluetooth-empowered cell phone, you can use the Traverse as a smartwatch, getting warning alarms, messages, and up-and-coming calls. A solid measure of shading alternatives include graphite, white, golden, dark and sapphire dark. Number 5. Suunto Ambit 2. Before Suunto made their Ambit 3 GPS watch, they were absorbing the greatness of their Ambit 2. It actually holds up right up till today, yet the absence of Bluetooth usefulness makes it a touch obsolete. The Ambit 2 deals with an uncommon framework, in which it records information like clockwork. What this accommodates you is a heavenly battery life of 24 hours, in spite of the fact that realize it won't refresh each second. This watch sports a full highlighted GPS that will get you where you have to go. It additionally includes numerous arrange frameworks, waypoints, focal points and creation course arranging. In connection with the Suunto application, you can appreciate highlights, for example, dawn and nightfall times, alarms for up-and-coming tempests in your present territory, speed, movement, and separation continuously, and even pulse information. Unfortunately, there is no Bluetooth usefulness here, as it has not been coordinated into the center of the watch. While this doesn't adversely influence the watch in any capacity, it is to a lesser degree an accommodation. There are a couple of shading alternatives available to you, including dark, silver, and sapphire.